So I'm out here at the beach out in Destin, Florida, and I brought my Amex Sport with me, and a friend of mine bought an Equinox 800 recently and asked me to take it to the beach and test it out for him. Of course I did, and funny enough, the first thing that I found, the very first hole, was actually right on right down there next to that blue tent. Was this? You can see how tiny it is. It's a 1 millimeter gold ring. It's a stacking ring. They don't sell for a whole lot. It's $10 or $20 on Etsy, I believe, but it's be 10 or 14 karat. I'm not sure exactly what it is right now, but anyway, I wanted to test it out. I found it with the Equinox, and there was some concern that I had because I wasn't getting the same results with my Sport, but I think I figured out how to get the same results with the Sport. So anyway, let me turn this on and I'll show you what mode I'm in. See if we can get some better light here. That should be better. And then we're in beach 1, noise cancel, and then not going to do a ground balance, obviously. We're just doing an air test here. Went through that kind of fast, but you can see what the settings are. Just the standard settings from the factory preset, because I'm not fully knowledgeable about this machine. Sensitivity's on 19. It's typically what I run it in the sand. Let's just bump it down to 18 because it's kind of noisy in here, but anyway, I'm going to run it in front of this Equinox. I mean, of course, this is an air test, so it's not completely conclusive, but, you know, there we go. And you can hear it hitting, even at this distance here. Bring it a little bit closer to me and see the number on it. 5, 8. When I got it, it was a solid 7 in the sand. But anyway, super tiny ring, rings up like that. But what I wanted to do, cut that off there, is look at it on the Sport. While I'm getting this set up, let me tell you, my concern was when I ran it across my Sport, when I came back after I found it, I was upset to find that I wasn't getting any signal at all on that ring, even up close to it. And the Sport hits on such small items. So what I'm doing here is I'm running this in coin and jewelry in the dry sand. Right now I got salt track off, but it was on. See, salt track, and I'll show you the difference there. I got threshold turned down in here, 8-tone, reject volume. Standard coin and jewelry mode for this here. And then in the sand I run it at around 8. Sometimes when you get closer to the wet sand, you got to back it down to about 5 or even 4. Even with the Equinox, I found that you got to get out and drop the sensitivity to about 14 or 15 in the wet sand, and even 10 or 11 in the water. So not always, but in some cases that's pretty much what you need to get to. That's sensitivity. Let me stop yapping and test this here. So getting pretty good depth on it now. It's about the same, but once you get to about where the Equinox was and still hitting it, it's not hitting it. So it may be an inch, and that's pushing it. Now obviously it's not 72, but there we go. There's your 8. See, people who are asking, what do gold rings ring up? If you're looking for $10 rings, they ring up at 8, 10. All the signals that we typically skip. But check this out. put on salt track, and then do it again. Same distance, nothing. And this, I usually run salt track out on the beach because it just makes it a little bit more stable. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. 1 inch. I don't even know if that's me bumping into it or something, but look at that. Nothing. I was so frustrated with it. I cleaned the coil out and everything. So I'm not sure if, there we go, starting to get a little bit of a signal, and that's at like, that's 1 inch. I know it's really hard to see with my big arm in the way, but try this. So salt track might not be the way to go. Just out of curiosity though, let's check this out together. Beach mode. Run through the settings. See what we're looking at. Now, mind you, that was on sensitivity 8. And then, so we're going to leave beach mode on sensitivity 8 and see what happens. Where it was normally getting before with coin and jewelry, nothing. Nothing. Beach mode, and that's, I guess that's salt track on too. 3 inches. So I don't know, do with that what you want, but that's the test here on a, well, I guess $10 gold ring. I don't have anything bigger because, you know, I'm sitting here wearing a silicone ring. So all right, thanks for watching.